YouTube, Carlo here. Welcome to the vlog. This is a channel where we talk about sneakers, life, and tech. And for this episode, I'm excited to bring you guys my long overdue review of the Puma Thunder Spectra. Let's go! If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure that you do so because we constantly do giveaways on this channel. So please make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, follow me on Instagram, and click the link down below for the rest of the mechanics. Go! Before anything, let's clear the pronunciation of Puma. A lot of people call it Puma. I know a lot of the OG people would prefer to call it Puma, but here in the Philippines, a lot of people call it Puma. And I've grown up calling it Puma, so forgive me to those who are super strict about the pronunciation, but I will stick to calling it Puma. Now, having said that, when I hear the word Puma, the first shoe that comes to my mind are the suedes, and those are the sneakers that I have associated with Puma ever since I was a kid. Now, fast forward today, this sneaker is the one and only sneaker that has really reignited my love and passion for the Puma brand. This, of course, guys, is the Puma Thunder Spectra. This sneaker for me is one of the best, if not the best, chunky / dad shoe of 2018. In fact, I strongly feel and agree with Christian, or aka Sneaker Talk, that this should be considered, or at least a strong contender for Sneaker of the Year. I say that because it outperforms its competitors on three critical categories: style, comfort, and price. Let's go through those categories one by one. And to kick things off, let's talk about style. I love the 90s color blocking and color styling of this shoe. You have the bright red, the bright yellow, the blue, the teal accent here at the bottom, the blacks, and then the white midsole. It's just an amazingly well-built sneaker in terms of color. When it comes to the materials, it's also made out of different textures, which makes it not one-dimensional. You have leather in different parts of the sneaker, you have mesh, and then you have premium nubuck as an accent near the middle of the shoe. All of those different elements combined, I think, gives it so much more character, so much more pop, versus a single material type of sneaker that you usually get for this price. Now, one of the things that I love about the color blocking of the shoe is that despite the loud accents, it is still relatively easy to wear. Mainly because the dominant color is still the blacks and the whites, and they just put enough accents throughout different parts of the sneaker to keep it not super loud to the point that it will break a lot of necks and turn a lot of heads when people see you walking in them. By the way, to those who are interested with a little history, this sneaker was actually inspired by a previous shoe by Puma and Alexander McQueen, if I'm not mistaken, which is called the Tech Runner. I'll put a picture somewhere here so you guys can compare. So it's not as if Puma was super late to the chunky sneaker game or to the dad shoe competition. They've been here in the past and they were maybe probably ahead of their time, but this is a far more refined and well-timed or very relevant time to introduce this particular silhouette and sneaker to the market today. By the way, guys, the great news is if this particular color blocking doesn't appeal to you, you have options. The Puma Thunder Spectra just dropped here in the Philippines and it came in 4 colorways. You have the OG colorway, there is an all-white colorway, there is some sort of like maroon burgundy red colorway, and there's one with a lot of yellows and oranges that I really didn't like. So but you have 4 options to pick from if you are in the market for getting a Puma Thunder Spectra. Now let's talk about comfort. The expanded TPU molded midsole that you guys see here at the bottom, that's the white and the black, delivers excellent cushioning. I was surprised because, to be honest, I've worn a lot of chunky sneakers in the past, a lot of dad shoes in the past. They're not as comfortable. They don't deliver excellent cushioning despite having massive midsoles, which is kind of annoying if you ask me. Another major issue that I had with previous dad shoes was that they were so heavy. That's not the case with the Puma Thunder Spectra. The combination of the lightweight upper, the padded collar around the tongue, plus the midsole that you have here delivers an amazing walking experience with the sneaker. I pretty much brought this along in a lot of like malling trips and casual weekends out where I'd clocking like anywhere from 5 to 10,000 steps a day, and it delivered pretty well for a chunky dad shoe, for a chunky sneaker such as this. Now, I wouldn't go as far and say that it is as comfortable as, for example, the Adidas Yeezy 500 Utility, because that for me I think is still one of the most comfortable dad shoes that you guys can get today, but it is just a few notches below that. However, if I compare it to its competitors in the same price range, like the M2K Techno of Nike or the Yung 1 series of Adidas, I'd pick this in terms of comfort any day. Now we get to the pricing. The Puma Thunder Spectra sells for a little over 6,600 pesos here in the Philippines, putting it in the middle, smack dab in the middle of two of its major competitors. On the lower end, you have the Yung 96 series or the Nike M2K Techno. On the slightly higher end, you have the Yung 1 series, which sell, I think, for a little less than 8,000 pesos. So it's little in the middle. Now, would the additional style and comfort justify the 1,000 peso increase from the Yung 1 and the M2K Techno? I think it's highly relative because you are talking about style, but when it comes to comfort, I find this more comfortable than the M2K Techno or the Yung 96. When it comes to style though, that is very subjective and very personal in taste. I'd reckon that there are a lot of really fantastic styles and color blocking options with the M2K Techno, so I wouldn't go as far and say that it is a total and complete utter victory of the Thunder Spectra compared to that shoe. But based on my personal taste, I just love the OG color blocking of the Thunder Spectra. I love the color blocking of the all-white model of this one, and I really am digging the red model of this as well. So again, that is subjective and boils down to personal taste. The Puma Thunder Spectra is now available in the Philippines. A lot of stores actually have sold out. Even in fact, if you go to the Puma Select store over at Uptown Mall BGC, there are only a few sizes left. However, I did find a lot of sizes still available over at Commonwealth at Power Plant Mall in Rockwell. You can also check out Soul Academy if you guys have time. For sizing, I would suggest that you guys just go true to size. So usually I'd go half a size up, but it wasn't any problem for me at all just sticking to my size 12 when it came to this shoe. Now, I love the Puma Thunder Spectra so much that I ended up copying a second pair. So to end this vlog, we will do an unboxing. Like what I mentioned, there are 4 colors available out in the market. The OG, the white, the red, and some sort of like yellow-blue kind of color for the final one. I was actually picking between the white and the red. The draw appeal of the white was that it had different materials. It had suede, it had like some sort of snakeskin leather, and it didn't have mesh. Unlike the 3 other models available. Now, the other model, the red, I just love the color. I mean, I don't have a lot of red sneakers, and I have a lot of white sneakers. So that was actually the main reason why I ended up going for the red colorway. So let's get to the unboxing. It comes in this traditional green Puma box with the Puma logo up front. If you pop it open, there's nothing really too special about the unboxing. It's just tissue paper before you get to the actual sneaker. This is what the red sneaker looks like. And as you guys can see, it's very faithful to the overall styling of the OG when you have the materials with the leather, the mesh, and then that premium nubuck over here at the middle. The main difference really is the color styling, wherein you have like some sort of deep red color for the different parts of the material, and then a lighter shade of red for the mesh material in the middle. And then, of course, has that great accent and contrast with the black color. I'm definitely looking forward to rocking this pair in the coming days. So yeah, that's actually it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do make sure that you hit the notification bell, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to the channel for more content in the coming days. Like what I mentioned earlier, I am actually flying off to Japan, so I will be working on a series of sneaker shopping guides in Tokyo from Shibuya, Ginza, Harajuku, and different parts of Tokyo as well. So please watch out for that content when it drops in the next few days. I hope you guys all had a fantastic Christmas, and I pray that you all have a blessed, peaceful, and meaningful New Year. Peace, God bless, what's up, boom!